So I'm watching the videos about the I look like a prison inmate right now. About the I don't know if you can see it. Doesn't relish on my thing. But unfortunately, um a number of different entities have really worked on desensitizing self to these stories. I'm rather an emotional person, and normally, I won't say normally because I don't know what the norm is even for myself anymore. Um, what this looks like to me, what they're showing is, it looks to me like an attempt, excuse me, on it looks like an attempt of a culture trying to redeem itself via um, re-advertising tragic natural events. Um, it's ironic for myself to watch these people on the news, the same people who sat around laughing at some things going on in my personal life. Um, and I can't really like organize my thoughts. It's just to me it's ironic that I, I make a big huge step forward in regard to getting my point across about um and not getting my point across like in a way, but actually getting people to listen to what I'm saying. um and the all the just everything involved in my life, and how these people have all very systematically and predatorially moved in groups and networks based on different cultural belief systems. And some people belong to more than one network, and they completely excuse themselves from everything that they've done to me. And I'm one person, and my children are four people, and um, I prove my what I see. I prove based on just different litmus tests. Um, and then there's some big huge story, and I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, gosh, this is like really, really, really ironic. Um, and I try not to be cold hearted about it the way so many people, and I'm talking, I've talked about it many times, more than hundreds of thousands of people. Um, and even though 90% of them have like fully sinful lives, they turn the tables and justify their actions towards me and my children based on their own cultural belief systems. And or when that doesn't work, then they turn the tables and say and call me evil and all this stuff. And it's insulting to my intelligence, both as a Christian and as a human being. Um, so as I'm watching this, I'm trying to be not get my emotions involved either way, because part of me is like, oh my gosh, why is burning? That's horrible. And what about the people? And part of me is watching the newscasters with big grins on their faces, and then after I say it out loud, then it's almost like they got cameras in my thing, or microphones or something, and then the next shot they don't have big smiles on their faces anymore. um so it's like this. So when they're presenting this big huge story and they got big huge smiles on their faces, I'm thinking to myself, well, wait, maybe this is another case of like re re-airing, re-advertising, re-presenting uh on uh on on YouTube um information that took place 4 or 5 years ago, and a way of um resucking the emotion out of whoever they possibly can. And I can't help but ask the question, because I've been taken advantage of for so very many years, in regard to, one, my innocence, and two, my concern for others. And now I'm like, you know what, these people, um what efforts have they gone through um to help me, um one, get my children back, but even bigger picture, what efforts have they taken to participate in an actual effort to, one, save the environment, and two, um save children from child trafficking. And I know that that doesn't sound like a correlated expectation. Um, what does child trafficking and the environment have to do with uh, our emotions in regard to helping people in Hawaii? Because it is yet another area where other cultures, countries, other states, people in other states have used um, natural disasters and other things to try to get money from the innocent. And um, even just the other day, when I handed a homeless person, and I've been homeless before, so I know how it is, and I know that as I'm speaking, they're all listening and thinking, instead of, okay, well, let's work with Dawn Henderson. Let's work and see if we can work together and create something that's going to create an actual peaceful uh, intercultural existences, not one big huge chess game, move and counter move, and oh, we got to top this, now she did this, now we got to top that. I've been up against countless numbers of people, and almost countless numbers of cultural and subcultural um uh networks of people. And you would think at some point in time they would say, well, why are we so against this woman? She never really did anything to any of us. Because I haven't. Um, but instead, it's like I can almost see them on their computers and in their little secret rooms, planning their next coup, because that's what I have lived. I don't want to use the expression on the run. I have lived an existence where I've been pushed out of one shelter after another, one situation after another, one person holding keys over my head after another. Oh, well, she didn't do this. Well, we're going to do that. And, and I never, I don't, I don't want or need to become a person such as all the countless numbers of people who have placed themselves as active adversary just for the sake of creating an adversarial relationship or um interaction. And um I don't seek out their children the way they seek mine out. And I never, planned or cooed or strategized or thought it within my personal rights, within my belief system, to have someone else's children in my custody. Not ever. And it's all so twisted, and the view and the reactions of people is so emotionally immature, coming from grown adults, chronologically aged adults. It's it, ugh. And so as I'm watching this, and I'm watching the reactions of the newscasters, one minute there are big smiles on their face, all three of them. There's three newscasters, and they all got these big grins on their face. One of them, on another station, he's not a newscaster, but it's like these two guys in like street clothes on the newscast, telling whatever their side or their what they're seeing or whatever. And it looks like a guy I just saw at the intersection. So I'm like, okay, like, did he just fly in from Maui or something, like, within the last 2 hours? Not even that. It's insane. It's insane, the amount of media and the lies, and that you absolutely can't trust anything, because uh by trusting these people, and then they turn around and laugh at you if you show any compassion, like you're this big sucker because you bought into their this big huge presentation that's really just a rebroadcast event that they're using to suck the emotion and probably money. Even some of the videos even say fundraiser underneath. And so you're just like, sorry, you were sitting and laughing at me when I was bawling my eyes out. And now I'm, coming to a place where I'm cautious at showing compassion towards others where I never used to be.